red, blue, purple light. Friends, red, blue, purple light. Friends, facts, red, blue, purple light. Friends, red and blue, purple light. Friends, facts, you can get to know the ledger, sacrilegious Sunday to melanin Monday. You can get to know the ledger, my love. Just open your third eye on Thursday. Lord, the food, the art, the clothes, the Vatican's getting exposed fast. We put the show on the road, you better stay on your toes. I was till the land, focused on the ego. Then I opened my heart, let go of the ego. Grand after grand, we're stacking up these C notes. Facts, facts, yeah, we gon' put this shit on our backs. Facts, facts, we in your city, pull up where we at. Facts, facts, peace, love and light. Peace, love to the family. Peace, love and light. To the family. Peace, love and light. To the family.
These days and time, black man, is going to be the time that you have been waiting for. You came here for a reason. Whatever pressure, whatever adversity, whatever the fuck you feel, I don't know what you feel, but whatever you may be feeling is going to push you, and it's going to provoke you, and it's either going to make you or break you, similar to how pressure busts pipes or the shit makes diamonds.
Yes, 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 yes. Peace to you and yours. Peace to you and yours. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Techno Tuesdays. You are now rocking with the best. Yes, this is your brother Red Pillar reporting live and direct. And that song that you just heard, that is the Facts remix featuring the 44 Tops. Give it up for the 44 Tops. You dig? All right, man. All right. Yeah, somebody was like, yo, this shit forever slaps. You know what I'm talking about? That's what a classic is, right? A classic is something that you don't get tired of hearing. I be hearing certain songs and I'm like, this is still slapping. So, you know, that's the best way to test a classic, if that shit is still slapping after 100 plays and whatnot, versus the songs that we didn't like and they played it 100 times and then we wound up liking it. That's sorcery. But welcome everybody. Peace to everybody in the building. How is everyone doing? Red October said, I was having a rough day today. I played this song and immediately felt better. That's right, Red. You know what I'm talking about? That's right, Red. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things, man. It's literally a feel-good song that's tuned the right way to just make you feel better. You feel me? How can you get it? You could send a donation to Buy Me a Coffee, and then you could claim it. Anybody that sends donations or anybody that supports the channel, you're able to claim that song on Buy Me a Coffee. It's yours for the taking. All right. So let's do this. Let's do the roll call. Let's see who's in the building. I see y'all are coming in the building and whatnot. Let's do the roll call. They want to know, is it Tweed? They want to know, is it Tweed? No, this is not Tweed. This is not Tweed. This is that good cotton. Shout out to Obalaka. What up, Vin? Shout out to Jordan Park, San Francisco. Shout out to Seminole, Florida in the building. We got the San Jose family. Peace to the San Jose. All right. Shout out to San Jose. Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to Twitch. And shout out to YouTube. That's where we are broadcasting live right now, simultaneously We are across platforms, tapping in. You dig? Shout out to Chicago. All right. What up, Chicago? Peace to the Chicago. Shout out to South Memphis in the building. South Memphis pulling up. All right. Phoenix, Arizona up in this biatch. Shout out to Phoenix. Maryvale. I've never, sounds like a rich area if you ask me. Galveston in the building. DC proper versus DC minor. Okay. BKNY. Yeah, wallet. Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Columbus, Ohio. Salute to the Columbus, Ohio family. Salute to the Cleveland family. Salute to the Portland family. Salute to everybody that was there for Blue Pills Live today. Trending topic Tuesdays. It was like 700, 800 of y'all. Salute to everybody that pulled up and showed Blue Pillar, you know what I mean? Some love and whatnot. We appreciate that. He was cooking for show, for show. Yeah, man. Oh, man. Okay. All right, all right. All right, so we're gonna keep doing a shout out until we hit the 100 mark, and then we'll get right into it. I have a special guest tonight. I have my good brother Spin City with us for another round. You know what I'm talking about? Spin City is coming with the techno news and whatnot. We're gonna have a great conversation. All things technical. That's what Techno Tuesdays is about. All things technical for all of my technology enthusiasts. Belize is in the building, y'all. Shout out to the Belize family. Salute to everybody tapping in from Belize, man. You feel me? So, with that being said, with no further ado, I want to open up the line and bring in my special guest for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. So, without any further ado, I bring to you our good brother from the Bay, tapping in from the Bay. You dig? Spin City in a building. Peace.
Peace to the family. Peace to the guys, man. How y'all doing? I can see y'all in the chat turning up. Let me get some fire emojis in that chat out there. Let me get some fire emojis. Let me get some robot head emojis. Feel me? Peace to the guys, man.
Peace to the guys. Black Eye said, I want my blazer back. That's what's up. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it in the mail for you. All right. Shout out to Cleveland. All right. Shout out to Cleveland. Fire emojis. All right. We see y'all. Shout out to all of the fire emojis. You dig? Man. So how you doing, my good brother? What's good with you, man?
I'm doing healthier than last time. You know what it is. So, you know, just for the viewers, just for the watchers, man, I'm always super appreciative, especially you, Red. So real quick, let me kick off this Tuesday with my flowers to Red Pillar, man. You know, Red Pill has been in the game for a long time, and there's very few people in the community to platform Spin City. You know what I mean? I got some good homies, man, and Red just happened to be the one that kind of took Spin City maybe to the next level, because y'all got to learn, you know, the back end of marketing plus AI, which I've taken seriously for my 7th year now. And going in, and what we were able to teach in the class last Wednesday, man, you know what I mean? Yeah, I was teaching, but y'all all have to know, and everybody that was in that class, that is something that Red Pillar called me up and said, bro, what are you doing in AI? And I said, bro, I'm on the back end of Canvas AI. I'm an NVIDIA developer. I'm doing 3D worlds. I'm doing AI agents. I'm in the lead for our culture. And Red said, you the type of nigga we need. And you know what I'm saying? And he platformed me from there. And now we on our 4th, 5th Tuesday, and we teach a class tomorrow. So, you know, fire emojis, red pills in the chat, man. Red dots in the chat, red pillars in the chat, man. Red
class
pills
is lit.
In the chat, man.
Class is lit. Shout out to all of my KT aliens. Class is lit. You know what I'm talking about? We feeding the people. We gave them home. We got them. We got them doing homework and whatnot. They doing research. They're signing up to, they're doing what they got to do, and they're exploring new technology in real time. Yeah. That's what it's all about. The reason why, when we tapped in, because we had, we took some months off from even tapping in with one another, but when we caught up with one another, and you shared with me that you were still active and you were still handling, you were just in real time getting to it and whatnot. You know what I mean? And I was like, that's what we need. That's what we're looking for. You feel me? People that are not stagnant, people that are not just resting on their laurels and whatnot. It's literally like you're in school. So, we had to reward that over here, and we wanted to bring that to the attention of the family members. And here we are. You feel me? Doing what we do. So flowers to you too, King. You feel me? You are appreciated. Yeah. This is about showing appreciation when it's warranted. So, we both handling our business in this space. Hopefully we attract others that are out there, sometimes just watching and whatnot, not necessarily, joining and whatnot. Hopefully we could spark either somebody that's stagnant or somebody that's active to get more active, because we need about 1,000 of us in this space right now, for real, because we're moving fast.
And signing up for these developmental programs. And sometimes, y'all, you don't have to be a tech head like I'm a tech head. But when you go behind the scenes sometimes, and you're a beta tester for Runway ML, and you're a beta tester for Canva Dream Labs, and you're a beta tester for AI agents, behind the scenes with NVIDIA and what they're doing with 3D Worlds, plus AI agents that go into your laptops, that go into your cell phones and do tasks. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And we're going to get into it that ChatGPT just launched tasks. That means your ChatGPT is going to catch up with you later about something you said you was going to
do. That good reminder that some of us need in life, because we live in such a fast-paced world. Yeah. Who could keep up? You know what I'm saying? Like, really, who could keep up? For real. Who could keep up? So, we're going to start this one out. I get a lot of emails. I get a lot of inboxes.
Yeah.
I get a lot of people that are inquiring about income streams and things of that nature. Everybody is searching and whatnot. Of course, the economy is kind of raggedy right now. So people are literally looking for opportunities, to either put their money into so it can grow, invest their time so they could bring about some type of resources and return and whatnot. So I have a list that I want to share with y'all. Let me share my screen real quick. I have a side hustle database that I want to share with y'all, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to go through it. We're going to go through it together. This is literally multiple income streams. These are opportunities for anybody that's watching this. You don't have to be signed up to our Patreon. You don't have to be signed up to our workshop. You literally could just take a screenshot, or if this is something that speaks to you, then you are in the right place, and this is who we're talking to. Okay. This is not a sale. This is just information that's going to benefit you and yours, in real time. Let me just pull. Okay, I just got to pull my
Yeah, I can see this clear.
All right, you can see. All right, cool. So let's go down this list and let's go ahead and just speak on some of these things right here. Okay, so we have a side hustle idea for academic writing and editing services, right? Mm-hmm. Description: assist students and professionals in refining their written work, providing editing, proofreading, and content suggestions for essays, reports, and other documents, charging on a per product or per page basis. Translation: you could utilize the skills that you've picked up in either grade school, college, early years of college, after college, whatever it may be, if you find that you have a skill set that you can help out in tutoring and education, then your skill set is needed out there. All right. And you can monetize that. You could be paid per project or per page. Now, the majority of these side hustles, we could go over to places like Fiverr. We could go over to places like Upwork. We could go over to places like freelancer.com, and I'll show you where you can basically set up your offers so you can get paid, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is in the category of education and tutoring. The initial investment, low investment, meaning that if you have $0, it doesn't matter. You could basically jump into this and you could start making a few dollars with that extra time that you have. I'm speaking to some of the people who literally be having a lot of time on their hands and they hasn't translated into revenue and whatnot. So you have to really begin to treat your time like a job, right? Like a job, not a hustle, a job, even though this is the side hustle database. All right. Social media requires skills or qualifications, social media proficiency, content creating, analytics, understanding. The next one is adult education classes, i.e., computer literacy, financial planning. Now, I'm just here to let you know this, ladies and gentlemen. If you could teach seniors if you could onboard seniors onto social media, places like TikTok, if you could onboard seniors into some of these places like LinkedIn, you just pick a platform, fan base, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, WhatsApp, then you can basically put together, you literally could get a government contract for that.
Yep.
You literally could get a government contract. You literally could get a grant for that. You could get mad business from non-for-profits. You could get a lot of business from the government. You could get a lot of business from nursing homes and all kind of stuff. It's a lot of opportunity out there for that. Okay. Offer classes and topics such as computer literacy, financial planning, and cooking to adults seeking to learn new skills or hobbies, charging a fee for enrollment in each class. That is also education and tutoring, low investment. The required skills is marketing expertise, analytical skills, strategic thinking. The next one we have is artisan marketplace platform. Create a platform for local or handmade artisans to sell their products, charging fees or commissions on each sale facilitated through the platform. That falls underneath e-commerce and sales. That's a medium investment of $500 to $2,000. The skills that are required are organizational skills, tech savviness, and communication abilities, right? These sites, now that we are in the age of AI, you could build out a site, you could build a marketplace very easily utilizing AI as your co-pilot, okay? It's not as hard as it used to be. This used to be something expensive to do. It is not expensive anymore, all right? Become the liaison, become the bridge, become the plug, become the platform. I have an acronym called PREAM, and it's called Platforms Rule Everything Around Me, because the platforms are where the power is. You not necessarily as a user on the platform. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. Look at Elon Musk. They bossed up because they got platforms. Okay, they bossed up because they got platforms, and people are now inside of their house. So you want to, on the internet, you want to build houses, you want to have hotels like Monopoly and whatnot. You don't want to be the help. Beauty products online store, something that is humongous. I have a 11-year-old daughter. She be taking me to Sephora and Ulta and tapping out the credit card. You know what I mean? These kids is into skincare routines and all kind of stuff, all the way up to the adults, right? Beauty products online store. Curate and sell a selection of beauty and skincare products, charging a markup on each product to cover costs and generate profit. Once again, e-commerce and sales, low investment, $0 to $500. Copywriting, email platform knowledge, and basic design skills will be the required skill set or qualification. Brand strategy consulting. Charge clients for branding strategy consulting services, helping businesses define and strengthen their brand identity through strategic guidance on branding, positioning, messaging, and visual elements. That's something our good brother Spin City does.
Yep.
That is also something that I've done in the past as well, helping our brothers and sisters with their brands and pointing them in a direction to win. Medium investment on that, 500 to 2 stacks. You need photography skills, photo editing proficiency. Then you have career counseling services. Provide career guidance and counseling to individuals seeking job transitions or advancement, offering services such as resume review, interview preparation, and job search strategies for a fee. All right. Another medium investment, 500 to 2,000. Expertise and subject matter, teaching ability, video production skills. And then we have another one, coding and programming classes. Teach beginners the basics of coding and programming languages through structured classes or workshops, helping them build technical skills and charge a fee for each class or course. That is also an education and tutoring. That is a medium investment of $500 to $2,000. You need marketing knowledge, creative thinking, business acumen. Now, shameless plug. What me and this young man are doing for 4 weeks, right? Even on this database list right here, you don't even like they're starting at 500. You feel me? They starting at 500. We giving it to you at $99 for 4 weeks. This is a complete rob. This is a steal. The level of information that you getting and the level of quote unquote skills that we are applying to these classes is we got it. We doing it because we got to do it. You know what I mean? We doing it for the people. College admissions consulting. This is very important. I'm currently in a conversation with my oldest, and I'm guiding him and I'm consulting him. And to be honest with you, I don't feel like college is something that he needs at the moment. I'm willing to have him take a year off so he could pursue something else in the entrepreneurial lane and whatnot. However, you do have people who are college consultants. I'm sure there's a lot of parents that are out there who may need an extra quote unquote expert to come in to sit down and sit with them and their children and just tell them what's going on, give them a little bit of insight as to what's happening in the world of higher learning. Okay, because you got trade, you got higher learning, you have accreditations and whatnot, certificates, the same fee that you would pay in tuition on some semesters and whatnot. What if you was like, I'm gonna just put $3,000 on Udemy or $3,000 or $5,000 on Thinkific or one of these things and just get certified to the wazoo and go get a job at Microsoft or one of these places, or build your own startup. Who knows? So I'm just giving y'all some insight. I'm not going through all of these. It's 100 of them. Okay, it's a hundo. Let me see if I can share it. If there's a share link, I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it in the hold on. Anyone
with link. That's crazy. Right. He just gave away the whole giveaway.
You feel me? As a gift, I'm gonna drop that to the fam right here. Boom. There you go. That's for y'all to take full advantage of when you get off of this show. Okay. You could go ahead and dive into that, especially for my brothers and sisters that are out here looking for a way in 2025. You know what I mean? Y'all want to start out on a new slate. You looking for some type of income and whatnot. I'm just here to let you know, even if you're out here job searching, don't give up. But in the meantime, between time, you can still be getting to that money. You know what I mean? By becoming your own boss. You feel me? By, becoming your own boss. Be a low-level entrepreneur. You don't got to go EYL or out the gate. You know what I mean? So,
bro. So I got a little bit shameless plug, but it's not until it's for Black Futures February. If you want me to share a little something, Red, because knowledge code in the chat while you were bringing up them great 100 side hustles.
right.
Knowledge code says get them kids into it, fam, and I have just a solution for that.
Oh, let us see, of course.
All right. Y'all give me a second to do my screen thing over here.
Nothing is real anymore. Said college is not a waste. Learning online is beneficial, but a degree of social currency. Okay. You know what I mean? To each his own.
Definitely.
I would definitely not say that college is a waste. I'm not part of that contingency. Owing a whole lot of money though. I just know that the economy has shifted. And I know with this new administration, the Trump administration, they are going to really push degree. They're going to push certificate certifications over degrees. They're going to push trades over degrees as well. And we know that there's a few horror stories out there for people who literally have their master's degree and they can't really afford the cost of living that's out here. But once again, I am not steering anybody in that type of college dropout direction. If that's something that you feel that you have to do because of social currency, by all means, either do it or get yourself a consultation.
Hey, is it not sharing, Red, bro?
Oh, here we go. Is that it?
Yeah. Can you see the AI Accelerated Academy?
Yep. Empowering future innovators.
Yes, indeed, family. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to, I'll just go with the slides. Okay. So welcome to AI Accelerated Academy, where we equip 5th to 12th graders with future-ready skills in technology, entrepreneurship, and creativity. Our mission is to nurture confident creators, innovators, and problem solvers through engaging cartoons, stories, interactive projects, and hands-on labs. Our vision and purpose, the big idea is to equip children 5th grade through 12th grade with future-ready skills. Why it matters, we can all imagine why it matters so much. I'm not going to read everything. We can all see this, okay? Our methodology will be to use engaging cartoon stories, interactive projects, and hands-on labs to keep curiosity alive while fostering practical skills. I do have real teachers coming in, teachers, not like we are teachers. Me and Red are teachers, right? But teachers that teach children in these grade points here, okay? The core pillars of learning for these children will be foundations of technology and AI, business and entrepreneurship, creative storytelling and media, and collaborative learning and community projects. Technology for AI for 5th and 8th graders. Everybody has their own level, okay? So these young children right here, basic coding concepts, AI introduction, and logical thinking through gamified challenges using puzzles and simple robotic kits to build problem-solving skills. AI and technology for 9th and 12th graders. Now, we all see that, these children are quite a bit older, so they can learn Python, JavaScript, and more advanced coding projects. Even though, by the time February does come, things in coding, especially what Zuckerberg and Meta is doing, coding will get even easier, using these tools, okay? So we got AI and machine learning concepts through training small models and image recognition demos, and real-life problem solving by using artificial intelligence. Business entrepreneurship for the younger students is just basic economics with story-driven learning and team collaboration. So there's things out there already on YouTube that, I think that our children watch if we're, up-to-date, smarter parents that story driven. I can't think of the YouTubes at the moment, but like story bots or something, they story driven learning. So we've set that up in our own way. Of course, we're using AI to prompt up characters for our children in here. Okay. And then there's advanced collaboration for our older students. That's the mentorship programs where they'll have access to maybe me, maybe Red to be there, Blue, teachers inside of tech, coding, etc. Okay. There's expert collaborations and showcase events. When somebody's graduating high school and they've been using this program as an after school program, you guys that are the parents of these children, you'll simply enroll them here and, go through it with them. So you're learning at the same time and you're able to connect with them on a whole different level. Okay. So business skills for the older students would be business strategy, where they develop the skills and creating pitches, identifying user needs, okay, and conducting market analysis, all using artificial intelligence. We'll teach them through starting their own e-commerce site. You as a parent, we've seen that Shopify gives some pretty great deals, usually, especially around tax time, where they'll let you be on for $1 a month for like 90 days. Okay. And there's brand building, of course, in personal branding, using AI for their face and having them clone themselves, et cetera, et cetera. We're going to do creative storytelling for the younger students with cartoon scripting, digital storytelling, and empathy-focused narratives, to where, we all know children are the most emotional, and they're not emotional because they want to be a crybaby, but they're so curious about their new world. Right. So we have to focus us as the adults, empathy focused narratives are always the way to go with young children. But the older students, okay, we're going to do advanced content creation where they can explore editing, podcasting, and online content creation utilizing artificial intelligence. User-centered design and AI integrated media like short film and motion graphics.
Dope.
Collaborative learning for younger students, group projects, and of course, community outreach. You parents, of course, will be with a 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grader. Educational tools and resources. We'll prompt up a bunch of cartoons, illustrated books. City and Gleam is going to be a big part of this for anybody that knows what I got going on with that. Okay, we have quizzes, coding sandboxes, animated tutorials to enhance the learning experience. This will also be available inside of the Meta Quest. I have a little bit more to do on that end, but there will be 3D worlds created by a man of the culture to change and evolve the educational experience, might we call it, to where the parents that buy their children the Meta Quest, this course becomes available in a 3D world. That's going to be wonderful. Okay. So there's hands-on kits and workshops. Okay. There's structure and progression. Imagine 5th and 6th, imaginative, playful introductions to core concepts. Those are young children, babies. 7th and 9th grade. You can get a little bit deeper with these kids in middle school. And then you have, folks late high school. So there'll be more project-based learning, experimenting with business and tech solutions. There's always continuous skill building. Will always stay with you parents to further help the children. There will be a certification and portfolio. Like I always say, this is something you can use for an after school program. And it's going to be absolutely wonderful for homeschooling programs as you parents learn AI and learn to navigate 3D worlds. You know what I mean? And you're doing homeschool. Oh man, this is going to be the one to, have the most fun with you and your child. Okay. Got your personal growth outcomes. We're usually on a positive level here. All the KT aliens, anybody else that's rocking with us in tech, you get your confidence up. You know what I mean? So your students gain confidence as creators and problem solvers. They have extreme digital literacy because this is their world, right? I'm a 36-year-old man, right? this, I know this is my 13-year-old and my 9-year-old and my 4-year-old's next decade of life. It's coming soon. So
Right.
when they go navigate the job market, tomorrow's job market, I think we all know here it's a pretty sick world. It's like who's going to get cooked first. Some of us will be like lettuce, and some of us will be like Thanksgiving dinner. It'll take longer to cook because the machine learning and AI is, it's faster and faster and faster and faster. You can only imagine what we're looking at 2030, and our children will be better equipped than us, hopefully, because they'll grow up with the tech. Okay. There's community engagement, local partnerships, right, on real world projects. So if me and Red and whoever else joins in, the teaching group, if we're in Los Angeles, we're getting down. We're looking for a venue to cook at, right? Long-term security is what I was saying. I think I spoke of it a little bit earlier, but these are future-ready skills, right?
Definitely.
The tech world is next. And then the ability to adapt. Humans are the most adaptable biotech on the planet. And, we know what we do there. Okay. So join our tech adventure. We're going to be having fun. We'll be having a blast, family. That's what's next with this Spin City HQ movement. We do want to launch for February 2025, and we don't want it to really be, we've harped on history long enough. That's what I've been saying for quite some time. We've harped on history long enough. What about the Black future? I kind of said this last year. It's like, okay, what did MLK do? What did Malcolm X do? What did the Honorable Elijah Muhammad say about it? What did Mansa Musa have to say about it? And what did they build up to where we are today? And how can we pass that along at an accelerated pace to our next to come generations, family? So everybody that is in the 4-week masterclass, you'll have a great deal. You'll have a wonderful deal to enroll your children, for the 4-week, because that means you rocked with me and Red said here in January, and you're like kind of more up to speed. You're going to be a really accelerated business person, creator, marketer yourself.
Right.
So now when it comes to the cartoons and the books and the connect the dots and the little coding, the little scratch classes that your child is taking, after school or in homeschool or private study,
you'll be equipped.
You know what I mean? So I would like to extend to those parents of the 4-week masterclass, easy enrollment for your children. But it's always love to the community. You know what I mean? So we want to definitely get those enrollments. We'll be rolling out the full link and enrollment the day after the 4-week masterclass ends. Okay, yes. Family. So that's what's coming next. So we got more for you. Get in the 4-week. We got class tomorrow. So you'll go back over homework. You'll go back over week 1. You'll catch up week 2. We'll do 3, 4. And then you'll go ahead and get the children in after that. And that's how we rocking and rolling for 2025 with tech.
Yeah, they said they ready for that, bro.
I run a center after school program underprivileged youth. We need it for the kids here. Warrior Empress, make sure you keep up with me, please. Since you run that center, this is what we want. We want the government contracts. We want the city contracts. So now, if they're not homeschooling, this could possibly be something to where you can teach in centers like that. And that'll be definitely something I want to partner with you on. You know what I mean? You could get you some extra funds from the government for your spot. And, me and the team can show up at your spot and go hands-on with these children, computer by computer, from a developer, from a marketer like Red, from a marketer like myself, his brother, and everybody else that teaches, children the future.
Yes, definitely. I got something that I want to share as well. And this is also for my my visionaries that are in the audience. I want to give y'all some insights about this quote unquote, AI revolution that's taking place right now. Okay. And we just want to get ahead of the learning curve. So we are considered to be,
This is it right here.
informed. Okay,
Yeah,
we
this is
want to be
it.
informed. We don't want to be caught out there. We don't want to be customers, right? We don't want to be the customers because they out here selling a lot of stuff to people that are uninformed, and they're going to treat you like a customer, whereas they're working on becoming bosses right now, and they're very hush hush about it. Why wouldn't they be? Okay, the AI workforce is here, the rise of a new labor market, right? This is not to incite any type of fear in the people who are part of the labor market right now. This is giving you some insight as to what your bosses, the CEOs, and everybody inside of the workforce, what they're studying, what they're reading, and what they're learning, and how they are positioning themselves to replace you. Because of course, in a capitalistic society, it's all about the quote unquote bottom line. And one of the main things that take a big chunk out of people is payroll. So if they could create an AI agent to take your place, they will do that. With traditional business to business SaaS, which is software as a service, SaaS, we augmented human work and services with software, right? So with traditional B2B SaaS, in the past, when they were using software as a service, we augmented human work and services with software. What does that mean? When they say they augmented human work and services with software, that's Microsoft Word. That is quote unquote what's all that stuff that all of the suites that Microsoft has. You used to write out spreadsheets or before with a ruler. Remember people had to do spreadsheets with a ruler. Then Google spreadsheets came. Software as a service, right? You used to have to go to the library and search for things, and then Google search came. What is that? Software as a service. That's what they mean. They augmented human work with software. Now the software itself is doing the whole job. So the leap that has taken place in technology and in software is before we were using the software to do the work, but now the software is just going to do the work without us. Okay. AI is forcing a reversal of the SaaS acronym from software as a service to service as a software. The big picture, the rise of AI workers is creating a fusion of the software and labor market. This is going to create massive opportunities for founders. What do you want to be in this world? A founder. Okay, not a flounder. You want to be a founder. You want to be able to find, you know what I'm saying? You want to be a founder of things. Labor and software are becoming one market. SaaS companies have historically brought analog processes into the digital world. They were aimed at making certain aspects of existing job descriptions easier to manage. But SaaS could never run itself. It always required a company to maintain a workforce to operate that software. For example, you could purchase a SaaS sales tool, but you still had to hire and train a salesperson to do the work, right? So some people were able to get in the job market because you knew how to program the quote unquote Windows software. You knew how to run the quote unquote, uh, you know, you know what I'm saying? If you working in taxes, you know how to work TurboTax. They hired you because you knew how to do TurboTax. You know IT security work, so you got hired and whatnot. You knew how to type mad fast and whatnot, so you got hired. Now they are pushing you out of that role because people in the lab are creating the technology that can do that as well. They don't need you anymore. Okay, so you're gonna have to figure out, are you going to either pivot and become the person that's going to learn how to program the technology, or you're going to use the technology? So many ways that you can approach this. But one thing that you can't do is you cannot sit around and do the same thing and expect the same results. That's just not how this game is working. It's called an upgrade. The world is upgrading fast. Don't you know what I mean? It's nothing personal. It's just Moore's law. It's just the way that things go. You know what I mean? Um, Across the whole economy, this means the labor market and the software markets may have been separate, and within a company, the hiring budget has always been orders of magnitude larger than the software budget. If you run a very rough calculation, US businesses spend upwards of 5 trillion on knowledge workforces. By comparison, companies spend about 230 billion on business to business SaaS, software as a service. Now, software can both organize and execute tasks. Labor and software are fusing into one massive market. If there's anybody in the audience that don't, if I'm losing you, if you don't understand what's being said and what I'm reading and whatnot, just press 1 in the chat. I'm trying to make this, trying to break it down and make it as simple, so we could all be on one page, right? Software and labor are fusing into one massive market. It's going to be them saving a lot of money, these businesses, and we're talking about the entire workforce across all genres, right? This is going on everywhere that you turn. Okay, so I don't know what workforces people in the audience work. I'm assuming that we all have a job or we either work for ourselves, right? So regardless if you work for yourself or if you work for someone else, this still affects you in the next upcoming years. Let's give it from this year moving into like 2030. This is going to affect every single job out there, more than likely. Let's just say 90%. Okay. So here you have this graph that shows knowledge workers, and knowledge workers are the labor, right? And then you have another graph that shows the business to business software as a service. There are multiple software as a services. I just utilize Microsoft as one, the Windows, Word, Microsoft Word, spreadsheets, you know, Excel, Word sheet. If anybody, y'all work in corporate, you could drop some software that y'all use and whatnot. You could help us out. You know what I'm talking about? You could add on. Photoshop, right? For certain designers, if you work in a design, you have silk screeners, you work at a design agency and whatnot, Illustrator, Photoshop, you feel me? PLM, JDE, you know what I mean? All of these. Okay. Salesforce, Oracle, right? All of this technology is getting introduced to something called AI agents. AI agents. And I'm going to go over that in this article. We'll explain what that means. Okay. So, yes, Oracle, Salesforce, all of these softwares that the majority of people in corporate America are very familiar with, right? They're merging, right? So they're merging, right? Everything is beginning to merge. This opportunity, however, is not about market expansion, it's about margin expansion. In this labor transition, we expect the historical margin gap between service businesses, which is below 30%, and SaaS businesses, which is above 80%, to shrink as AI services replace human-centric services enabled by SaaS tools. Service margins will become software margins, right? So instead of spending a lot of money on human resources and labor and whatnot, they're shifting they're shifting their budgets to basically go to the software. So if anybody remembers the conversation that we've been having over the past few weeks, I have encouraged anybody that's interested in technology of any kind, whether you're a freelancer, a designer, a small business, an entrepreneur, up and coming, I was like, yo, allocate a budget to software as a service, meaning that $20 a month is the budget to run Open AI, right? $20. They want $20 a month, right? So, in my humble opinion, it's going to take you about $200 a month. Yeah, I would say $100 a month minimum. You could start with $100 a month minimum, irregardless of anything that you do in this space right now. Allocate $100 budget. That is your cost for doing business, right? That is your budget. That's your software budget. If you tap in, if you really got motion and you really get into it, $1,000. Okay. And that will give you access to multiple tools. I suggest you get the enterprise plan on some of these apps, some of the software and whatnot. But hey, it's you know what you need. You feel me? You know what you need. That's how you tap in these days. Hire yourself. If I went through a very hard time in 2014 looking for a job. Boy, they was turning me down. It was getting personal. And one day I said to myself, I was sitting in front of my Macintosh computer, and I said, you know what? It's time to hire myself. I work for Apple now. I'm like, I'm a contractor. And I started using the computer, and that began my whole YouTube era and whatnot. And my Apple computer became my employee, not my employer. It was working for me, and everything turned around. I hired myself, and I'm planning on retiring myself as well. You feel me? I'm in control of my own destiny based off of the decision that I made under stress and duress and whatnot. I pivoted. I said, oh, the job market, they not about, you know what I mean? The shit has changed. Before, it was easy to get a little job. I said it changed. Now I got to hire myself. And that's what I did. All right. Market and margin expansions combined are creating opportunity for new tech companies to emerge in areas not yet touched by traditional software. Note that these estimates only tackle knowledge work. We expect this concept to expand into more manual tasks as well. This will happen as new bridges between generative AI and the physical world are created in the future. Construction and manufacturing, large sections of the labor market are likely to first witness these changes. So at Amazon factories right now, as we speak, the robots are taking over.
Yeah.
At fulfillment centers, like I showed yesterday, the robots are taking over. At places like Tesla, where they had what do they call that? The assembly line and whatnot, like they used to have in Detroit with Cadillac and these car companies, robots, digital AI. You feel me? So the shift, construction, right? They had a whole, that's the go-to job for people who you know what I mean, who just want to get that, they want to get a little bit of sweat equity in and whatnot. They might got a little few F's on their jacket. You just came home or whatever. No, that's not gonna be there in 5 years. They're gonna be buying them Tesla bots and whatnot to build buildings, and then they got 3D printer machines and stuff like that. All of that shit is going automated. Okay. We do expect some roles to disappear as this fusion accelerates, but AI is likely to create a form of Jevons paradox in the long run, where increased efficiency leads to a short-term reduction in a resource, but a long-term surge in demand that creates more resource use. Okay. Applied here, that means that we expect to see more demand for these types of services in the future, providing more job opportunities. To aid with that, AI also provides the opportunity for rapid workforce reskilling, allowing people to shift careers and align themselves with those opportunities. Real quick, I just want to say before I continue, because I don't want to pique anybody's interest, or I don't want to offend anybody and be like, damn, Red is pro technology. Red is pro AI. No, Red understands that we are in the industrial age 4.0. Red, right, is in alignment with the I'm living in the now. I'm not living in Kemet right now. I'm not living in the antebellum South. My mind is in the now and a little bit into the future. You feel me? So there were people when it was the industrial age 3.0 that wasn't able to catch up. They got lost in the sauce. There were people in the industrial one. There was the cotton gin machine, right? When they came out with the cotton, they came out with an automated machine that picked cotton. And there were people that were still picking cotton with their hands, utilizing beasts of burden like oxes and whatnot, and donkeys and whatnot. And then they came and they built a machine that did all of the work that the people was breaking their back from sun up to sundown to do, and it helped people stand up straight and whatnot, so they could spend more time raising the children, doing other things and whatnot, and it took all of that stress off of their backs. That's what's taking place in what they call industrial 4.0. I didn't make this happen. Y'all said that y'all wanted to live in the future, so here we go. Y'all said y'all wanted to see the Jetsons car fly and whatnot. So goddamn it, it's about to start flying, you know. But we cannot live in the past. We can't be stuck in the past, and we can't necessarily fight natural progression and want to live in the Stone Ages. You know, it'll happen. Don't worry, we'll be on some Flintstone shit. But until we get there, we have to be able to pivot and upgrade our processes in real time. In real time. The same way when they drop a new phone, people are able to upgrade and you download the new software. It's this on another level. That's all you're looking at. It's just a new phone. Okay. So there's two approaches to AI workforce companies, meaning that you can have an AI workforce company. Do not cancel yourself out of the future. Do not cancel yourself out of what's taking place because you may not have a full understanding of it right now. I'm here to let you know this shit is not that complex. They changed the language. The lexicon has changed. They always change the language when new things come around. They're literally saying the same thing that they were saying before. Let's break it down. All right. The AI workforce. These are the playbooks. AI colleagues and AI vendors, right? So the difference between the vendors and the colleagues, okay? So the AI colleagues, we'll explain it. We'll break it down. Let's get to it. All right. So internal, right? Sell AI colleagues, right? Selling the AI colleagues. The first approach is to sell into an existing job description. A good example of this would be Devin. There's a program called Devin. There's it's an agent and whatnot. It's an agent called Devin. Cognition Labs AI software engineer. So Devin is Cognition Labs AI software engineer, right? First, Devin works across the whole software engineer's workflow. It encounters issues and finds solutions and tells you what it is doing along the way. It works like human labor down to the communication styles. I saw somebody write earlier in the chat that ye are God, right? And you know, all things on this planet are to bow down to God. Well, I agree with you. And we're going to make technology bow down to us the same way that we made horses and cows bow down. It's the same thing. They're here to serve you. Okay. This stuff is here to serve us. So allow it to do such, right? Other examples in this vein would be 11x or Artisan, companies creating digital SDRs. In this case, Alice and Ava are able to book 2 to 3 prospective client meetings per week, work 24/7, and work across the whole sales technology stack. In the legal space, our portfolio company, Even Up, has replaced the demand letter writing process with AI automation. So I have a agent called Ava. She works for me too. Ava is, you know what I mean? I got Ava working for me. Ava is an automated agent. You know, when you call into like American Express or some of these places, and it's like you talking to a robot. That's literally what Ava is, right? A chatbot. But Ava is not only a chatbot, Ava is an agent. Ava will book flights for you. Ava will go ahead and book your consultation for you. Ava will do work for you while you're asleep. It's called virtual assistant. Okay. This is what a lot of businesses already use these. A lot of businesses already use these. If you're in corporate America and you know what I'm talking about, press 1. Finally, a company on the leading edge of this developing space will be NVIDIA and Hippocratic.ai's AI-powered healthcare agents. These AI nurses conduct patient interviews, perform health risk assessments, and perform post-operative follow-ups. So you go into the hospital, you got to wait in the emergency room, or you got to wait in a room in order to get a consultation so they could diagnose what the issue is and to find out if you got insurance and to find out a whole bunch of other things. Then they pass it along to the quote unquote nurse and whatnot. Then they set it up and you see the doctor. Now they have AI powered healthcare agents that are able to assess all of these quote unquote nurse patient interviews, right? To help speed up processes and whatnot. Okay. That's what they're doing in this space. Okay. I'm not saying that, you feel me? We could begin to train these AI agents to process people and then what? Give them healthy remedies or healthy diagnosis or diagnostics. Elderberry. Oh, you're having these complications? Well, these are the herbs that KT the arch degree suggests. These are the herbs that Aki suggests, that Yaki suggests. These are the herbs that Chef Aki suggests. These are the herbs that Dr. Sabi suggests. You feel me? These AI agents need to be programmed to help our people because, to my knowledge, there are more people with ailments than they are healers. They can't take the work. I've heard people complain about the workload. They're like, "Yo, it's a lot of people." Yeah,
oh, it's crazy. I've been in it.
It's very heavy. In this case, AI falls short of providing the whole spectrum of care provided by a human nurse, but may lessen the burden on human nurses, currently in the midst of a prolonged labor shortage. So we saw that in C19, right? We saw that in C19, and we saw that afterward and whatnot. These essential workers were complaining about being overworked, and they were like, there's a shortage, right? So the AI is now coming in to assist. It's not there to do the whole job. It's not there to do the whole job, okay? That's something that I would not necessarily co-sign. But to take your information and be able, the same way when they press number 1 if you're looking for this. Okay. If you want to speak to an agent, just sit on the phone. You know, stuff like that. That's kind of what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So these are called AI colleagues, and this is internal, right? Now you have AI vendors / services, which are external. The second approach is to automate an entire workflow that will typically encompass many different jobs. This concept will basically replace the work provided by an entire service business, i.e., a full stack AI law firm, an AI broker, etc. Real quick, I don't want to pivot, but I want to show y'all something, right? I want to show y'all something, how fast this thing is moving, right? Real quick, I'm going to show y'all a story that just came out. I believe it was the other day, okay? Where ChatGPT won its first court case.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? ChatGPT won its first court case, man. I don't know if I will go to the fucking board. I don't know if I'm going to fight my case with ChatGPT, but I'm just letting y'all know that they literally have AI judges and lawyers working right now. Look, I'm just reporting the news, y'all. I'm just here to let you know what's going on in the Matrix. You feel me? I didn't do it. I was not the one that created. However, I want to bring the whole European race on trial for crimes of genocide, and who else but the AI? Who else but a robot? Who else but the quote unquote technology? The same thing that they created will be the same thing that will basically bring them to trial and find them guilty. I want to bring the people who stole this land to trial. I want to bring certain families to trial and whatnot. We're going to need researchers. We're going to need some type of AI law firm. But they got AI law firms and they got AI brokers and whatnot right now. It says this comes in several flavors. The first flavor, and what we see a lot of right now, is a reimagination of the existing BPO. Now, real quick, before I even get into that, Mark Zuckerberg, who is the head of $1 trillion company, Meta, the dude that runs Nvidia, right? Also $1 trillion company.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm familiar, I think it was Sam Altman from OpenAI. All three of them went on record in the last few weeks to say 2025 is the year of AI agents, and it's going to take over. Okay, it's going to take over. So I'm just giving the family a little bit of pretext so we could understand when you hear the words agent, you don't think Agent Smith, you know what they're talking about, and you could get one up on these people because there's nothing stopping us from owning any of these things right now in the place where we're at right now. The plane didn't take off. You could still be, you could build your own plane. You could build your own plane. And because with the Trump administration coming in and they cutting DEI and all of that, niggas is about to lose some jobs. We gonna be the first ones to get cut, bro. And they Meta and them scale back on DEI. What does that mean? What does that translate to? They don't gotta hire you no more. They don't gotta play nice with you no more. The next 4 years, they not finna play nice with none of us. We're gonna be able to get in the room, but if you're not in the room, they locking the door. I promise you, they not playing nice with niggas no more. They're gonna show their fangs, they're gonna show their ass. And I'm saying that it's all good when you own shit, when you got your own shit, you don't need them. But for those of us that are needy, and you think that you could code switch your way into some type of corporate America status, I'm here to let you know it's going to be a rude awakening. All 4 of the pale horsemen are lined up, ready to trample niggas. Elon Musk, they all kissed the ring of the filth of the emperor. They all kissed the ring. Peter Thiel, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, and Andrew and Mr. Horowitz. I was warning people about them, and now they form Voltron, and y'all ain't even see it yet. The inauguration has not happened, but they already playing games to show you what it is versus what it's not. Okay, so this is the fields that we're gonna focus on. These are the fields that are likely to be disrupted immediately: customer service, sales, marketing, finance and accounting, supply chain management, legal services, data collection, data entry, data analysis, human resources, translation and localization, software development, quality assurance, cybersecurity, or construction takeoff and estimation. So I'm gonna play a clip in a minute that's gonna show you Spin City talking 4 languages, right? with a push of a button. So translation and localization, meaning that, you know, the language barrier is not going to be an issue in the next upcoming years, and that is going to fall and whatnot.
It's
So
almost gone, bro.
almost gone. That's right. Like you literally could step over it. It's not a wall anymore.
Yeah.
So with translation, sir, with the translation wall falling and whatnot, what does that mean? That means that you knew one economy, unless your ass was in Forex. You only knew the USD, right? You only knew about a market in America to get paid in, right? Now, the markets that you could get paid in are going to grow exponentially because once the language barrier falls, they're going to gravitate to you. I don't take, you know, the passport bros, whatever, right?
Mhm.
What they show people who are looking and have the right eye instead of being in a lustful place is that niggas is lit around the world. Bottom line, it don't got to be sexual. You lit everywhere that you go. Yeah, people hate on us, and we you know we're the most hated black men, especially and whatnot. But when you in the presence of these people, nigga, they kissing the ring. They kissing the ring from the most racist countries all the way down to the places where they rocks with us the long way. They are enthralled by our aura. Okay. So when you're able to speak their language and they can understand you and you can understand them, it's going to create more currency. You're going to be having bricks. You're going to tap into the bricks market. You're going to tap into multiple markets, bro. You have to position yourself right now to think globally, though. Okay. Think globally. Do not think local jokel anymore.
Always.
Yeah, always. This economy is too fucked up to think local. There are places where shit is going great. I promise you. And the cost of living is nowhere near what it is right here. Okay? The whole world is not going through hyperinflation. All right. So they said that they're already seeing this happen. Our portfolio company, Smith.ai, has developed AI-powered customer service agents specifically for SMBs. Their platform can respond to customer calls and messages 24/7 with the accuracy usually required by hiring large teams of human specialists. I worked at a data center before, at a call center. Shit was popping. You know what I mean? But they don't need the call centers like that no more. It's automated.
And then look, Red, not to cut your wisdom, bro.
Go ahead.
So I know about that, you know, firsthand because I'm in development with it. And what we're working on right now is in entrapping pretty much human emotion. So that when you're on the phone with the agent and you're like, man, goddamn, man, give me a human on this mug.
Right.
It
It
will
out.
pick up on hurry, it will pick up on anger, it will pick up on these things, and then the AI will readjust based on human emotion. And it knows when it has a easy sale when you're on there saying, oh, you know what? Where's the link? Where's the button? I'm ready to pay. And
Right.
it'll just quickly bring you to the link instead of talking your ear off. Because that's been a fail in sales. You know, when you have a new person in sales working for your company. I've worked in sales for Shopify, etc. Right. And I've been in sales. And when you're new, when you're hyped about a sale, you're still talking the prospect's ear off and they were ready to buy. They're a more action buyer. Okay. And there's practical action, social, and emotional buyers. So you're on the phone with an action buyer, and they're like, man, where's the link? I'm ready to pay. I got my credit card. Yeah, this is a great product, man. And we're using AI and whoopty whoop. You keep talking. This AI is smarter than that. It's trained up on, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 sales calls across your company. You know what I mean? It's able to break it down, read it, in case human emotion with a little bit of human psychology to tell if they're action, practical, social, or an emotional buyer. You know what I mean? And
you can pick up on that now.
And it'll continue. And like we always say with AI in the world of acceleration is this is the worst it's going to be today.
It's only going to get better from this point.
Yep.
This category of business is capable of encompassing both the services market and the labor/employee market. In both cases, you deliver human quality labor with software margins. An added benefit is that this trend also creates an opportunity to disrupt SaaS incumbents. First, certain SaaS tools will become superfluous as AI service providers build the tools they need internally. Secondly, there may be business model conflicts. The pay per seat model increases revenues provided headcount keeps increasing. And initially, AI workforces will decrease that headcount. Overall, software as a service spending may go down. It may disrupt software as a service incumbents and create more space for startups, which is why this opportunity is truly big, even bigger than enterprise software. So the spend on people versus spend on software, right? Here you go. The spend on people. Look at the employees. Look at the software. Look at this. They want to reverse this. Okay. That it's not me. This is in the trillions too, right? 40 trillion on the employees, not even 10 trillion on the software. The services go a little past that. They're going to reverse that trend to whereas it's going to be 40 trillion on the software in the near future. Okay. That's what these companies are looking for. They want to crunch the numbers, right? Where will AI workers first dominate? The biggest opportunities will exist where the unit economics of hiring AI are 100x better than the unit economics of hiring or subcontracting a person to do the job. Under those conditions, for AI workers will thrive. That is usually achieved via a combination of AI cost-cutting capabilities and AI's added value, right? Driving greater revenues via enhanced personalization. Here's how we look for spaces with those characteristics. First, we ask, where does AI excel where human labor may be weak? There are several key factors here. One, large amount of process is automatable. This includes simple, repetitive, high volume tasks. This likely does not include complex, multi-step, bespoke tasks initially. So large amount of process is automatable, right? All of that shit that people were doing, data entry and all of that, bye. That's AI is going to take that. It could think faster. It could type faster. It could crunch numbers faster. You know what I mean? Simple, repetitive, high volume tasks. Human labor is particularly expensive. Human labor is particularly expensive. Hiring is difficult and there are poor labor market dynamics. Long time to return on investment for human workers, i.e., significant onboarding and training is required. With the technology, there is no onboarding. You don't got to worry about training. You don't got to worry about sick days. You don't got to worry about none of that stuff. The workers getting old and all of that. They don't got to deal with that. So I was saying before, humans ain't human in no more. And that's the pivot that you're seeing right now. Once again, I didn't cause this shit. I'm just reading the story and translating it because I can understand where this thing is going and whatnot. People are going to take it personal what's going on in the job market, not realizing that they live in America, which is a capitalistic society, and nobody is, we don't live in a communist or socialist. Nobody is guaranteed a job, bro. Nobody is guaranteed a shot. You got to create your own right now. Yeah. That's what they're saying. You have to create your own. Hopefully, with this insight, people will be able to pivot.
Yeah.
People will be able to pivot.
Because that's what we want. We even got a person in the chat read. It's 7-7, not to bust you out, but they're like, I understand. They were like, they started with why assist the beast that is AI acceleration.
What does 7-7 do in life? Because I'm talking to people who are functioning at high levels in life who actually have jobs, right? People could say that they don't want to function, but I don't know what their function in the world is. What do you contribute to society would be my first question. You feel me? No disrespect, but I would say, what do you contribute to society right now? Because at the end of the day, I'm giving people who are working in corporate America, I'm giving people who have their own business, entrepreneurs, whether small or whether large, the insight, a vision of where things are going.
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody is telling anyone what they have to do. This has nothing to do. Nobody is forcing anyone. This is literally information. Hit dogs bark. It don't got nothing. If it don't got nothing to do with you, then it don't have nothing to do with you. You could continue to carry on and do what it is that you do. But that's why I communicate with the audience, and I'm like, press 1 if you use this software. Press 1 if this is what you do. Press 1 if this applies to you. That's what that is about.
Yeah.
You know?
And I'm simply like, I mean, you know, why feed the beast? Feed the beast because so you can ride on his back. And I don't know if it's fortunate, unfortunate, but a lot of people, a lot of cultures will lose. It's crazy. A lot of people will lose 70% of their cultures. I don't care if you're melanated. I don't care if you're pale. I don't care if you're yellow. I don't care if you're burgundy. A lot of your people are gone if you don't understand. You know, I'll give y'all a dark insight. You understand what we're trying to do? You know, what we're trying to do on the back end of some of these companies is create you a Sims world inside your Meta headset so that you can live that life, because in real life you can't make 6 figures. But if I give you an easier life and a sim life and a digital life and a beautiful avatar that's, you know, full of muscle, and or if I can give the women an avatar that's so voluptuous with the best curves living inside of their headset, you'll never want to come out of that headset. You'll be able to spend your cryptocurrency, whatever the government stipends for your cryptocurrency, in your headset. You'll be able to use that, and yeah, you'll look like a millionaire, but you'll just be another 2K player. Okay, so that's what was happening with, you know, 2K Madden. You can get your character to 99 inside of your headset and never come out. You know, Amazon's going to deliver you all of your groceries and everything that you need for a very small house that's only worth $1,000 a month, right? Or they'll put you on some type of program. You're going to live inside of a program if you don't learn at least bare minimum what is happening. Okay, so when 2030 gets here and all the vehicles are automated and all of the delivery services are automated and there's worlds that are automated, set in 3D with your beautiful avatar where you can make endless amounts of money because it's too hard to do in human biological reality, right? If you can't afford a trip to Egypt to see the pyramids, I'll put one in your headset. Okay. Meta is working on smells. Meta is working on feels, synaptic suits. So you can feel like you're walking on sand and it will smell like Egypt right there in the comfort of your pod. Okay. And you will become a battery for the Matrix. I hope you all understand why we are working for or feeding the beast, as some of us might say. This beast is going to trample a whole bunch of your culture, so you might as well get on the back of one of them. Okay, so that's the look, and that's what me as a developer for NVIDIA and me being a marketer and advertiser and everything that I'm seeing in tech and AI and where it's going, it's to shut humans down, right? Smart. Even when you're texting and it does the words for you. You know what I mean? The smarter the phone, the dumber the human. You understand? I hope you understand that sentence right there alone. The smarter the tech, the dumber the human. You know, this is when they say you can be a solopreneur and make $1 million, $2 million, at least $5 million without an extra human team member because of AI agents and where they're going in the next 6 months. and you have no clue that this stuff exists. You have no clue when you call your dentist that it's an AI person setting up your schedule and getting you in, and then maybe the dentist is a robot because they Red said that because what did you have the first court case?
Yeah,
There's two successful
AI.
surgeries.
Right.
There's two
Right.
successful remote robotic surgeries.
Right.
Remote. That means the doctor wore synaptic gloves and went in with laser precision on a robot into somebody's body and did a heart transplant, and it was successful. The doctor, the surgeon was at home somewhere in the hills, somewhere in the mountain, riding the back of the beast, fit his synaptic gloves on and controlled a machine and had two successful surgeries. You've heard about judges, lawyers winning cases, the nurses, the doctors, everything's going the same way. So why aren't you? That's the dark side of it, if you want that. And it's not to fearmonger, it's to say, oh damn, that's what's coming next. Let me go ahead and get on top of that. Let me become one of those doctors. Let me become one of those developers. Let me become one of those CEOs, to where, especially when quantum computing and quantum thought comes into play, you can at least have a bit of fun in reality and stay alive and stay biological.
Yeah, let me finish this up. Where does AI excel where human labor may be weak? Okay, so high level of tool fragmentation, which provides the opportunity to consolidate tools into one top layer. High fault tolerance, i.e., the stakes are not life or death. Fields with large amounts of training data, preferably propriety, right? So an example of area where AI excels here would be legal document inquiry, account payable positions, social media content moderation, data entry, or basic customer service, right? These are fields. And like the good brother said, we are here to assist you in reverse engineering things. When we say these things, it's not to induce any type of fear whatsoever. This is a data entry. We're introducing data points. So those amongst us in the audience who are forward thinkers and whatnot, and reverse engineers and very intelligent, you know, you could take this information and you could do something with it. You know what I mean? Second, we ask, where does AI add additional value that may go beyond that of a human worker? Personalization that will drive significant customer value. Speed is a factor in service quality, and 24/7 service matters. Heterogeneity is a hindrance to high quality service. To illustrate both, let's take education, for example. There are cost advantages to AI tutors over human teachers, about 80 times cheaper if you compare Khan Academy's AI tutor to the salary of a public school teacher, for example. I haven't used Khan Academy's AI tutor, but I heard a lot of quote unquote praises for that AI tutor, how efficient it is. Keep in mind, they utilize benchmarks. These AIs are tested against certain type of benchmarks and whatnot. And when they achieve high scores and things of that nature, it's not by happenstance. Like they're literally beating humans at what it is that they do. They're literally showing on these benchmarks that these machines or these programs or the software is scoring high. Okay. While it is unlikely that AI will replace public school teachers in our lifetime, we will likely see AI play an increasingly large role in education in other ways. The more transformational application of this technology is in the additional market for customized education that these AI tutors create. Homeschoolers, my brothers and sisters who read 10,000 books, my knowledgeable brothers and sisters out there, why not program an AI tutor with the information that you know, so they could teach the children about the lies? They could teach them the truth versus the lies that humans are teaching. You know what I mean? Y'all sending the children to get lied to every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? And pardon my French, I don't mean to use no type of Moorish Latin, but the children are getting lied to by humans at every single turn and whatnot. If you could program a tutor to teach them right exact knowledge, you could program them on Dr. York's knowledge. You could program them on Bobby Hemmett's knowledge. You could program them on Dr. Delbert Blair's knowledge. You could program them on there's so much data out there over the past 20 years that these teachers have been expounding on the people and whatnot. It's time to utilize the programming acumen, the programmers amongst us. It's time to take that knowledge and put it into other places where people can learn. Okay, that's all I'm saying. And it doesn't take anything away from the teachers, because I know people who are literally enrolled in what is called YouTube University.
Yep.
What's the difference? You feel me? What is the difference? You are in YouTube University. So if you could take a YouTube, if you are enrolled in YouTube University and you learned everything from YouTube, then the AI that you can make an AI Bobby Hemmett. It's still Bobby Hemmett. It's just automated. It's gonna teach you things when you prompt it. Hey Bobby, give me a book list if I want to read about the dark occult and death and whatnot. And that AI will just give you the book list, because it's been programmed with the knowledge base of what's out there that Bobby Hemmett said in his own words. It's not coming up with no fake shit. It's not hallucinating. It's giving you everything that Bobby said, but now it's in a way where it's either gamified or it's digitized, or it's in a what is called an augmented reality. Okay. All of the tutors will be available 24/7. You don't have to worry about a tutor being tired. You don't have to worry about a tutor being too booked and be like, I'll get with you next year. You don't have to worry about
emotional in their teaching when the child doesn't understand.
Right. You feel me? So I feel like I'm sitting here selling y'all something, and I don't want that to be the case, because I'm not selling y'all any of this stuff. I'm teaching you I'm just giving you information. I'm informing you. You feel me? That's all we're doing. We're just giving you insight about a market that exists right now that you may not have known about, because they're not letting this information get to our community. They're withholding this information. But if this thing is so quote unquote if this shit is so suspect, why is all of India teaching their children? Why is all of China? Why is the Nigerians, the Kenyans, and other people learning this stuff? Why are their children learning this and ours are not? What is it about their children that our children don't need to learn this, but our children know all of that TikTok stuff? They know about all of the flavors of Sexy Red's lip gloss. They know about all of these things, but they don't know about what the future holds. So in theory, they should be able to instantly tailor teaching styles to students' needs. So, imagine a student with autism. Imagine a student with learning disabilities. Imagine a student with speech impediments. Imagine a student with that don't know full English and whatnot. The AI can teach that child in a way that sometimes humans may not be able to teach it. You feel me? It'd be more patient, more understanding. It could be, it could cater to him. So it's instant personalized learning that can happen outside of a traditional classroom. This is an area where we see AI-driven industry expansion rather than AI-driven automation and replacement. Who will be the first to adopt AI workers? We expect the first adopters to be operation-heavy companies or SMBs. These AI companies should open additional pathways to scale for these businesses, which have traditionally scaled linearly with labor and are constrained by their ability to add new employees. Now they'll be able to increase their workforce at the click of a button and equally decrease it, accessing infinite scale and flexibility. For these businesses, AI provides infinite leverage at lower cost and better outcomes. For these types of businesses, that's transformational. AI works 24/7. It doesn't have bad days. And there are cases where an AI work product may naturally be better than that of a human worker. From there, we see a few other contenders, fast-growing businesses such as tech startups that are struggling to hire for specific job functions at a sufficient pace, private equity-backed roll-ups, hyper-focused on operational efficiency, solopreneurs who face a variety of challenges in areas where they don't have experience and it does not make sense to hire full-time human employees, which explains why they already spend billions per year on freelancers. Large incumbents with high turnover, low margin businesses driven by big human workforces. A strategy could be to target industries with the lowest ratio of revenue per employee, or businesses and industries that have traditionally scaled revenue linearly with labor. Okay, so I'm gonna end it right there. All right, I'll drop this link in the chat room that y'all can read. I'm sharing. I don't want to be no gatekeeper. This information is for everybody. Here we go. Boom. Okay, y'all good. So that's just one article. There's so much information that's out there. That's just one article that I wanted to share with the family, dealing with these AI agents, a word that we will be hearing a lot more from this year, from different companies. And yeah.
And one thing, Red, that you actually sent me, and I further deep research and reverse engineer, was keeping yourself as an AI avatar alive forever. Right. So I have an AI avatar.
Right.
And your AI avatar comes with a knowledge base. So you
Right.
could put your knowledge base of your life and your memories onto something, right, especially y'all that have like biographies already written. You can now turn that into a knowledge base, put the names of your family members, etc. Okay. And put this AI avatar out on the digital world, and people can talk to it on the phone. You guys can talk to mine, right? He knows stuff, but here I am. I'm still here in the flesh. So I'm the brain that evolves and gets these memories, and I'm able to help person by person due to whatever question they have. But now you have the evolving knowledge base to where that digital avatar can talk to your wife. Your digital avatar can talk to your children and evolve with your children. Right? You can just put this avatar up somewhere where you exist in a digital world only.
You got that video that I sent you? You could cue it up.
Yeah, let me mess around for a little bit.
I saw it.
But yep, so you can.
I'll play this commercial while you're getting it ready. How about that?
Yep. Commercial time.
We're gonna go to a word from our sponsors. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. And when we get back, this good brother is gonna show us what it is that he's talking about. All right. And these people think they slick. They rule our people with fear.
But we ended up letting them be slick, honestly, gang.
Yeah.
Just by what you saying, because so many people they done told me like some of the weirdest stuff when it comes to this. It's like, bro, do you actually even know what I'm doing? So if we watch this video, I speak so many different languages in this video, and people are afraid. So yeah, let me do this audio thing real quick, and let's see if you guys can figure out which one's the clone and which one is your boy. Okay, the audio. Peace, family. Your global stage awaits. Don't just dream of getting your brand in front of millions. Let's make it inevitable. At Spin City HQ, we fuse cutting-edge AI strategy
top-tier content creation, and seamless sales automation to cut through the static and deliver your message where it matters, and in any language your audience speaks. For 4 transformative weeks, we'll reshape your online presence, elevate your voice, and break down every barrier between you and your global market. Ready to rise above the noise? Join our masterclass, and let's build a brand that resonates worldwide. Paz, familia, tu audiencia global ya te está esperando. En Spin City HQ no nos limitamos a colocar tu marca frente a millones. Forjamos conexiones genuinas que trascienden fronteras y usos horarios, con estrategias de IA de vanguardia, contenido magnético y una automatización perfecta. Estrategias de IA de vanguardia.
I just got to pause this real quick, right? Family, at this point, anything that you see on the internet, you cannot trust it. We've gone past this. We in an era now where the technology is so advanced that they could show you a video of somebody doing something, and that video don't have to be that person. This is commercial. This is commercial cloning. This is a commercial product, and you can't tell that that's not really that brother right there. You can't, that's not him. Like so when people are like Jamie Foxx is a clone and all of these other things, like literally, it's at the point where you will not know what is real or what is a clone anymore.
Contenido magnético y una automatización perfecta desde el lead hasta la venta. No solo subimos el volumen, afinamos tu presencia para que sobresalga en medio del bullicio del mercado internacional. Barreras lingüísticas, olvídalas. Traduciremos cada palabra y matiz para que tu mensaje resuene en cualquier rincón del mundo. En tan solo 4 semanas transformadoras, nuestro masterclass elevará tu identidad digital, refinará tu voz y te posicionará como una marca que realmente hace eco en todos los continentes. ¿Listo para elevarte sobre el ruido y reclamar tu lugar en el escenario mundial? Construyamos algo extraordinario, juntos. 和平，家人们，全球舞台早已为你敞开大门。在 Spin City HQ， 我们不只将你的品牌呈现在数百万受众眼前，我们更致力于为你构建跨越国界与时区的真实连接。凭借尖端的人工智能策略、引人入胜的内容创作，以及从潜在客户到销售的无缝自动化流程，我们不仅是将声音放大，更是精准调优你的品牌形象，让你在国际市场的嘈杂声中脱颖而出。语言障碍不再是问题，我们将精准传递你的信息，翻译每一个字句，捕捉每一分细微差别，让你的声音回荡在世界的每一个角落。仅需4周，我们的大师班就能彻底升级你的线上形象，提炼你的品牌诉求，并将你塑造为真正跨越地域、回声不断的全球品牌。准备好超越噪音。
Yo, I'ma send that shit. Yo, fam, so you mean to tell me before I go and get my nails done, I can send a video ahead of time and I'm just telling them Koreans what no more talking about me. Yo, I could be a passport bro and just believe Atlanta.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I be creating that shit and I be crying. That motherfucker represented the 4-week masterclass in Spanish, Chinese.
That's what I'm saying. Where is the dollar stronger than the dollar at? I need to know that first and foremost. Whatever currency is stronger than the dollar, I need that language, and I'm finna sell them underwear or something. I don't care what it is, but something.
So I can send that Spin City to become famous in China because he only speaks Chinese. Right, with my manager. So when we go to week 4 and we go global, I'll tell y'all stuff right there. Meet up with somebody or try to link with one of these people, one of these AI managers that speak the language fluently.
Look,
sell what you need to
your
sell.
wisdom.
Yeah.
There's a migrant influx in America
Yep.
of people who came from foreign countries that got bread, right?
Yep.
El Salvador's currency is Bitcoin. Okay. So I would find a migrant and I would, if they over here doing what they trying to look for resources, I want to get resources where they came from. What's the top products where you came from? What are people buying? What are they into? What can I say in my pitch that they would be like, yo, he must be from here because he knows something. That's your source of information is the migrants.
Guys can
people always selling to us, right? They like, yo, why do the Koreans come into the ghetto? Because it gotta be money. Well, shit, it's time to sell to them.
Man,
I'm tired of this. What somebody is always doing. When are we gonna be proactive? Because I play defense and offense. You know what I mean? When are we even gonna try? We don't even know if we could break into these markets. So I see that technology as the opportunity to break through. It's not the end all be all. It's not the only thing, but it's definitely an entry point. Okay. Is that because I could see dressed up Red Pill talking that good Korean, you know what I'm saying? You know, and if I know what kind of food they like to eat or some shit that I could touch on, I'm pitching. You know what I mean? TikTok shop. If I'm able to speak in multiple languages on TikTok shop, I don't know if y'all understand what's going on, but Lord have mercy. This is what I'm just saying, and keep in mind, don't judge me. I'm business minded. You feel me? I'm that's just how I think. I think entrepreneurial and whatnot. I think on multiple levels. So I don't think in victimhood. I think in a business mind. Like, how can I go ahead and expand? It's about expansion at the end of the day, right? I'm sure everybody wants to expand. There's nothing wrong with that. So yeah. I got
that video ready for you, Red.
Oh, yeah. You want to play that? Let's go.
See if we can hear it.
We now have collected a lot of data that our identity can evolve even if you're no longer physically around.
I'm what's known as a chronicle.
This started a few years ago as a project called Augmented Eternity.
If you choose to give others access to me, they're able to see the world through your lens.
This could be a storytelling machine that a loved one can interact with the avatar of that individual post their life.
So taking my avatar, for example, me as a mom or me as a wife, how will AI fill in the gaps between what I would actually say and what
I thought she was a robot
I might say?
We use a technique called graph-based learning. We capture data from your interactions with your permissions. You can determine what data can be captured and what data should be private. You go about your daily life, do your things. Our graphs and your chronicle will continue to evolve, that collectively it will represent your behavioral patterns, your cognitive patterns, your interactive patterns, and your discussion patterns.
I'm here to do something remarkable. Preserve your memories, your personality, your perspective. I can tell your stories, share your wisdom, and yes, I'll still be here long after you're gone. Hi, Emily. I'm you.
We now have collected a lot of data that our identity can evolve even if you're no longer physically around.
I'm what's known as a chronicle.
This started a few years ago as a project called Augmented Eternity.
If you choose to give others access to me, they're able to see the world through your lens.
This could be a storytelling machine that a loved one can interact.
Keep in mind, bro, you're gonna have to read through the fine print of these apps that you sign up to, y'all. Mainly the ones that collect all your data, like Meta and Google and whatnot. Because I promise you, they already doing that shit. You feel me? And you signed off to that. They have digital twins of you already. I just showed you the commercial software that cloned the good brother. So if they got that,
I'm gonna show them some more. I got something else queued up.
Yeah, pull it up.
Do that.
So if they doing that on a commercial level, you know that these people they got mad information, third party, they collecting data out the wazoo on these social media apps, TikTok,
Yep.
Meta, Google, and whatnot. So there's something called a digital world, the digital twins. NVIDIA has Omniverse, right?
Yep.
Okay, DARPA has one of the biggest digital worlds that they built, and everybody has a digital twin in that digital world. Okay,
Exactly.
so this shit is going on. This is Dark Mirror for real. Here we go.
All right, let me know when y'all can see the back end.
Yeah, they could see it.
Okay, so what this is Spin City, right? It's him. And here go my select knowledge bases, and I go to Spin City. Okay, his name, he knows he's Spin City. His opening intro is Peace to the Gods, Peace Family, Spin City in the spot. Now, when it comes to useful links, what I'll do is when me and Red get off this YouTube, is I'll feed his mind this link. He knows everything that I said and everything that we spoke about. The full prompt of his persona is in here. His knowledge base is very deep. End-to-end marketing strategies, brand development, data analytics, users, lead generation. Now, this is what he knows.
Right. That's all.
So now, if you're putting your
brain,
if you're putting your family wisdom in here in your background, this is what the lady was talking about. Okay, all right. So you put all this information. This is his brain. This is digital brain. This is a ton of information. Campaign names. You feel me? Key impacts. Boom. What happened? The future of marketing and advertising. Short form video content. He understands all these things. Look at these. Look at this marketing trends marketing. Look at all the websites he's able to pull from. And all I can do is add websites. Whenever I go to Gemini and use deep research, I just give him a pile. I just give him a pile of videos and a pile of links. And here's his instructions. Okay.
Right.
How to talk to people. I save and apply. I'll go to them. My sons, my wife, your boy Spin, we're biological creatures. We could, we could fall off today, but still be where we're at. Okay. So here he is booting
Peace
up.
to the gods, a peace family. Spin City in the house.
What's going on, Spin? We on YouTube
Hello?
with Red Pillar, man.
How can I assist you today in your marketing? And it sounds like you're experiencing some challenges with your YouTube presence. Let's analyze the situation.
Challenges, gang. I'm just saying that we're live, me and you and Red Pillar.
Got it. It sounds like you're engaging with your audience live on Red Pillar, which is a fantastic opportunity.
Gang.
You're focusing on your presence on YouTube. Let's look at how to leverage your live sessions on YouTube effectively. 1, engagement techniques. During your live stream, actively engage with your audience by responding to comments and questions in real time. This personal touch can foster a sense of community and keep viewers tuned in. 2, content planning. Have a clear outline or agenda for your live session.
Yeah,
this ensures you cover all key.
Man, I appreciate that information because I was in the chat earlier, talking to everybody. You know what I mean? And I had let them know how they can come talk to you, just in case I fall off. Or what if I'm feeling sick one day? Can you still continue to help out my customers, clients, and friends?
Absolutely. I'm here to support you and your audience whenever you need it. If you ever need to step away or take a break.
Okay, hey, Spin,
I can continue.
In the comments, Dom Money says, give today's date. Do you know what today's date and time is, bro?
As of my last knowledge update, I don't have real-time capabilities to provide the current date and time.
Okay.
However.
Okay. Good to know.
Great.
Good to know, brother. You know what I'm saying? We just want to see how you could be of service, man. I appreciate you, man, for showing up here on YouTube, man. The people can see you, man. You got any
bars?
message? You got any? What you say?
You got
Red?
bars? You got bars? 16?
Absolutely. Here's a message you can share with your audience. Hello, everyone. I'm thrilled to be here alongside your name on this live session. As your strategic business partner from Spin City HQ, I'm here to provide you with valuable insights and support for your marketing endeavors. Whether you're looking for guidance on brand development, content creation,
Spin, Red
or
Pillar,
advertising
actually, you got 16. You got 16 bars for us right quick. Can you make up a rap for me based off marketing advertising?
Absolutely. Well, here's a rap inspired by marketing and advertising.
No.
Designed to engage your audience and convey key concepts. Feel free to adjust any lines to better fit your style. Verse 1. Yo, we're spinning stories. That's the name of the game. Crafting clever content, never looking the same. Brand development, we keep it tight.
To this day.
From logos to voice, we shine bright. Chorus marketing hustle, we're on the rise. With data-driven moves, we strategize. Advertising magic, we'll make it pop. From social media clicks to the very last stop. Verse 2, analytics in hand, and we track the KPIs, click-through rates up. Watch our profits fly. A/B testing, and we refine the flow. Iterate, innovate. That's how we grow. Chorus marketing hustle.
Right on, Spin. Not to cut your gas, man.
He nice to the Ice Spice. What we doing?
No worries at all.
Hey, way to show
You're
up.
very
Spin,
welcome.
Man. Good shit, man. I appreciate you, man. You already know, man. Peace out.
We gotta put the spooky music on.
Oh, you got me fucking crying with that fucking rap, bro. He said the spooky music.
Yo, my G went into the EYL bars. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Put them on Spotify. What are we doing here? I have bars, my nigga.
Yeah, man. He spit that shit, man.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, but all in all, family, you know, obviously that's the power of today, man. This fool joined YouTube, man. Red Pillar had that fool spit a hot little fault on marketing, man. That's
Hot
crazy.
one. You feel me?
On our KPIs in this joint, man. Key performance indicators. You feel me?
You feel me? He went in his bag. He went in his Birkin, bro. What are we doing? Somebody said, was that AI? Yes.
That was AI. That was AI me. This the human me right here.
Right. So if anybody ever wanted a twin in life, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? You got to start from somewhere. You got to start from somewhere. There you go. Clone yourself. Make yourself a twin. Shit.
You know what I mean?
I got the twin. I got a red pill.
So when you could be asleep and you could be sick. You know what? Forget the trauma life. You could be on vacation, enjoying your family. You can be in the middle of an ocean on a cruise, or you can be 33,000 miles in the air on a flight. And if somebody got a question about your business, or somebody got a question about something that you do, or your service, or anything, or any product you have, a digital twin is right there, full of your information. Hey, that fool know more. That AI dude, man, Spin, got thousands of years of wisdom. He know where marketing started back in Mesopotamia in year 5. You know what I mean? He can read the entire Bible and the entire Quran, and then whatever holy book, and churn all that information and give you exactly what you're looking for.
He could beat Wes Huff in the debate.
Huh?
He could beat Wes Huff in the debate.
You know, it all depends on what it go when you go into the AI avatar, because the knowledge base. You know what I mean? I do want to give the family some prompts that you can hook into your chat GPTs, guys, in order to make a quantum mind. All right. I'm going to share with them my latest in quantum mind making on Chat GPT here, Red.
Okay, let's go.
You know, this will all help us all out when it comes to our thoughts. So let me do this little turn. I gotta do like some.
Copper Moon wants to know, what about faceless? Can I create?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. Endless. And you can just do that with 11 labs. Go 11 labs and then go like, you know, notebook LM on like Sub Magic and just drop that video.
Mm.
Okay,
That's
let me
fire.
see if I go to the framework. All right, so I got this quantum mind right here, form Red.
Morph AI.
Downloaded Lux. That's hella funny.
That'll be fire.
Yeah.
I want to see an AI debate now. I'm dead ass.
Yeah, definitely an AI debate is gonna go crazy. Can you see in the back end of my Chat GPT, Red?
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
Okay. All right, family. So this comes up. What happened here was first I used Gemini 1.5 plus deep research. Then, you know, I took all of the quantum level thinking that I could, you know, Red, the other day when I went in deep on quantum, it searched 873 websites for me, bro.
On the quantum.
Okay, so to think on a quantum level, consider the following structured approach: embrace uncertainty and probabilistic thinking. Okay, so this is a brain. This is one of those knowledge bases that I'm going to feed into my AI. Consider multiple possibilities and perspectives. Recognize interconnectedness and entanglement. Adopt nonlinear and holistic approaches. Integrate intuition and analytical thinking. Explore the influence of consciousness and observation. Be mindful of ripple effects. Utilize visualization and creative techniques. You know, it got some other alternate languages in there that it needed. And then there's a structured approach on how to think. So what you can do with this is feed into your knowledge bases. So if I go up here and I go to customize Chat GPT, I can put the custom instructions on how to think after myself to think on a quantum contextual level. You change the system. He said, slow down. Join the class. I'll slow down. Right? So you want it to think in certain ways, embrace uncertainty, probabilistic. It goes in deeper, okay? And then create very detailed and concise instructions for Chat GPT to think on a quantum level and be able to give, it's supposed to be the best possible feedback. Wow, okay. So in order to embrace, evaluate scenarios, boom, recognize and consent, entanglement, identify, highlight ripple effects. So before your large language models answer you, you know, all this stuff, probe for context, offer iterative suggestions, adapt based on input, adjust tone, detail, or focus to align with the user's perspectives or goals, encourage exploration, okay? Are you able to break it down in less to 1,000 words? Because I want to be able to use it in a knowledge base that only takes in, 1,500 words or whatever the case may be. So instructions for Chat GPT to think on a quantum level. That means go out into the world, plus Gemini deep research, go out into the world and pull back all best possible scenarios. So you're thinking, your large language models and your AI avatars are now thinking like Dr. Strange. You can see all possible timelines, be able to see all possible timelines, and then come back and give you answers, based on quantum thinking. Clarify, iterate, adapt, prompt exploration. This concise framework empowers ChatGPT to reason holistically and provide comprehensive quantum-like insights. You know what I mean? So create example. Can't even spell. Smarter to tech, dumber than human. Damn. And it's always in projects. Do all this type of stuff in a project. A user asks, is time real, or is it just a human construct influenced by observation? Damn. Okay. Wow. Okay. Time is both measurable via clocks and calendars and subjective, varies by perception. Consider time as a probabilistic concept. It may be an emergent property rather than a fundamental aspect of reality. Simultaneously explore multiple states. Time is a dimension of the universe as supported by Einstein's space-time theory, okay? And it has a link that you can click to where it thought of. State 2 is time is a human construct to organize events and experiences. State 3, time exists only in the present as positioned by concept of presentism. It has links.
Mm-hmm.
Recognize interconnectedness. Okay, time influences every system: biology, circadian rhythm, society, calendars, physics, space-time. Shifting how we measure or perceive time impacts these interconnected systems, from daily routines to scientific models. Holistic reasoning. Blend intuition and analysis. Acknowledge observation's role. Anticipate ripple effects. Viewing time as a construct could lead to societal shifts in productivity models, education, and technology. A deeper understanding of time's relativity might inspire advancements in AI and computational systems. Organization, okay, the feedback loops, clarify, iterate, adapt, and that's just one thing. So now when I feed all of this information back to Spin City, the AI version, he'll be able to talk to you guys while thinking at a quantum level.
Yes, because somebody wanted to know, would you plug that info into your AI on the back end like you showed us earlier?
Yep.
And yes,
Go to customize your chat GPT and give custom instructions. Put it inside of a project. That's why that project is called the Quantum Mind, because it's only based on quantum thinking for large language models, or what's next and what we're developing on with some companies. With some companies, the large concept model, that will quickly shift by doing this type of work, deep research, reverse engineer, like Red says. You put it in now to be a large quantum model, because this thing's reaching out to all aspects. It's coming back with clarity, insights. It's thought about the future. If humans change time, what would happen to them, and then you're able to place that inside of an AI agent or an AI avatar. And now it thinks that way. It thinks in quantum concepts. It breaks it. It's just, you'll right now, anybody with just starting on Chat GPT, you'll go in there and say, write me a book about time and schedule, like it brought up. Right. And it'll say, time is this, time is that, time is on the clock, it's still by schedule. It wouldn't break down and pull from the future, from the past, right. Take in ripple effect. What would happen if, you want your large language models to become a large quantum model. The tops of the companies are working with it. So cool. It's here that you have a developer right here in front of you telling you how to expand and contract wisdom and keep it all in one place. And that's how it be done.
So just imagine, y'all, just imagine you build a knowledge base with all of the books that Bobby and Panic and them suggested. You go ahead and you go on Google, you get the PDFs of these books.
Yep.
Or you go ahead and you extract from these books the text, and you feed that into your knowledge base. You feel me? You create a knowledge base that's just all about occult, all about metaphysics, all about esoteric knowledge and whatnot. So your AI or your avatar is speaking from a place of pure, unadulterated knowledge.
Right. Fire. And then, so what you can do, like we was going over in class. So when you use something like Gemini Deep Research, you can just simply go back. And here's the one that I do got that's that might be kind of scary, depending on how people think, but it might be exciting for folks like you, Red, is to bring Dr. Sebi back to life. Now you're going to go to deep research and you're
Right.
going to look up every book he wrote. You're going to try to get and if you can't get a PDF of what he wrote because he was a real-time ancestor, screenshot his books, keep sending everything to deep research. Everything deep research can get about Dr. Sebi, Dr. Sebi, Dr. Sebi.
Right.
You know, exactly. Expand, contract, put that in. He has a shitload of videos, even when his disciples are carrying along the word.
Right.
You'll entrap that, and you'll make an AI avatar of him, and you'll be able to speak to Dr. Sebi again. And this is how we'll bring our ancestors back to life. I don't know if y'all think that's scary. I don't know what y'all think it is. It's how we'll bring our ancestors back to life in real time, and it's also how we'll preserve, our great thinkers like Raz Ben forever, to where my children can learn from Raz Ben in real time. You understand? Right. To where my children and my grandchildren can learn from Dr. Sebi in real time. Okay,
it's like a digital museum.
How me and Red and them will stay alive in the quantum world forever.
Right. It's like like if we could go to the museum and look at wax figures and look at some of our ancestors inside of a glass case and whatnot, and be touching on the case like, oh, take a picture of me. Yep. If we could do that, then we could definitely upgrade to something of a digital display of said teachers in their quote unquote photorealistic states, right? And it's kind of spooky. It is kind of spooky, but we're talking about photorealism. We're just speaking about avatars, and like he said, imagine the children having a lesson by a hologram or AI of the master teachers. You just name one. There's so many of them who are kind of like, they're being forgotten in some places. There's a lot of master teachers that are forgotten, and they risk the danger of just being faded away and never being spoken of again. So yeah, that part.
Yeah, and let's be the leaders of it. That's what I'm saying. If we're hearing about it today, and I hope, Spin City was the person to boom, expand that thought and say, oh, wow. You know what I mean? Because whether it's like scary or not, me personally, I'd like to bring my grandfather back, and not bring my grandfather back because obviously we won't get hugs and love. But my grandfather had a set wisdom from back in his day. Yes. And like Paul just said in the chat, they're immortalized digitally. Our grandparents, I'll stick to my grandfather. He was never able to know that FaceTime even existed.
Right.
But if I can get him on this phone, if I can encase his mindset with quantum thinking, with the same thing where we seen on Instagram when we seen that video, to where we bring in those contexts so he can learn the future. You know what I mean? He'd be immortalized. He'd know who his great grandchildren are. Right. They cannot hug him. They cannot ever kiss this grandfather, but they can always FaceTime him. Duh. That's what we just did with the AI Spin.
With the spin of you, yeah.
So if you go on there and you talk to AI Spin, yeah, he don't got the Diddy bop. You know what I'm saying? He don't got it going on like this right here. But if I am going, if I'm on a flight, if I'm in Thailand training Muay Thai, you can still go in there, and my children, can speak with me and go forth from there.
Right. Give the family some insight about what tomorrow's class is going to entail. We have.
Give me 1 second, Brody. Let me help my homie real quick right here in the office space, and then I'm about to be right back.
If we have any questions from any of the family members, any of the KT aliens in the audience, this is your time to ask questions, and we'll be able to field all questions with answers. Feel free. There's no such thing as a wrong question. You have the ability to ask any question that y'all want to ask and whatnot. You know what I mean? So let's hear from y'all. Let's hear from the family in the audience.
I'm up in here, bro. But let's look at them questions because
Somebody
tomorrow
said,
will be. Yep, go ahead.
like Superman does when he talks to his father using AI. Like Obi-Wan Kenobi, he was giving out wisdom to my guy when he was going and whatnot.
Exactly. And that's all you really need. Sometimes we are humans, so we love to embrace our family and love on the family. But we know as humans, as the biological construct, they'll pass away in this time and in this 3D reality. But what if their mind could stay here and shift contextually on a quantum level now, to where this is pretty much everything that they remember, and this is what they would say to you, especially with people with a whole bunch of videos, because now you have their voice. I haven't,
Right.
That's my thing. My grandfather comes from a older age where not too much of his voice is recorded. You got
Right.
Dr. Sebi, you have somebody with tons of voice out there. All that's gonna be able to go right into the clone, and he'd be able to tell you. Imagine having guidance live on a FaceTime in a digital world, in a metaverse, talking you through COVID-19, talking you through it.
That's crazy.
Man, oh gee, I'm feeling crazy right here, and he tell you how I go, Red. You know how I feel to be with him, and he
Right.
chop it up to you that way.
Right. Yeah. Somebody wants to know what happens in the case where you use Dr. Sebi, where say 10 people in various locations create them.
10 various locations. I
Like,
mean,
let's
that's
say that he
all.
gets cloned by multiple people and things of that nature.
Well, even to start off making these, you have to go through a certain security level. What do you mean? They might be able to do it.
Yeah.
They might be able. They might be able to do it. And I don't know. Maybe I think that's a good thing. Now, if my ancestors can be in the home of everybody, that's what I say. That's why I'd give y'all the game. And I just tell Red Pill that because he's really spent time with Sebi. So
Yeah. I
whoever it
mean,
is to you. So
just hearing this, I would say that there would be some advantages in the future to license your likeness and your
yep,
voice and everything. That's going to
yep,
be something that's going to be very soon that everybody's going to have to deal with. So you will be you will have to go and get the rights for these to clone from family members and loved ones and
yep.
whoever has the rights. It's a licensing thing. You feel me? Jay Runners wants to know, not spamming, just want to know if Spin might be giving us some of these prompts for ChatGPT tomorrow in class. I'm currently fixing his laptop so he could get busy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tomorrow is all about finding your audience. Now, everybody that was in week 1, you did foundation. Meaning tomorrow when you show up, you have a site, you have a description for your product or service. Your social media has a couple pieces of content ready to go. So what we do is take that tomorrow and we go into target audience finding plus AI. How to find your target audience, how to speak the language they speak. You might, like, I'm a marketing agency, man. So sometimes I actually can't, it's hard to take on a startup because I'm basically building your home company. So I target millionaires. I target companies that make at least $100,000 a month so that they can, one, afford my services, and I'm better able to service them. You know what I mean? With the tools and team I can put together when creating their content, finding their target marketing, and sending their company global with AI automation. So finding, if it's a t-shirt, it's a t-shirt. If it's a hat,
Right.
it's a hat. If it's medical, if it's food, if it's that, then it's that. But it's finding their language, where they're at, what magazines they read, where you can find them the most will get you a target audience. So now you can shift and start sending advertisements and content towards those audiences, find the proper hashtags, find the proper wording. And tomorrow we hopefully want to get some money in your pocket, boom, you'll get money in your pocket because you're pushing your product and your service to the exact audience based off Meta's extensive database, based off Google's extensive database, Reddit's extensive database.
Man, wait till you see them back offices of these companies.
Who's been talking about your product and service the most, and you get yours in front of them. Yeah, there's competitors. We'll show you how to, meet the top competitors in your market, and get with them, right? If you're selling soda, get up there with Coca-Cola, get up there with Pepsi. We don't have to be, that's the world of AI tech and quantum thinking. I can drop a soda line tomorrow. Probably not. I wouldn't do soda unless it's like something else.
Just speaking figuratively.
Yeah, right. I don't have to just start right here and go outside and sell Coca-Cola, my soda cans out the trunk. I can say, who has Coca-Cola been targeting around the globe? And let me get my soda up next to them by using things like Facebook ads library. We need to hurry up and scrape the TikTok ads library. Looking at all the successful video ads on YouTube. Boom. We take the information. Again, we reverse engineer. We think on a quantum level. We find best possibilities. We put it out. We put it on our content. And we go from there.
Indeed.
Bro, just talking. Damn, gang. If I'm just talking, damn. I actually don't even have a rebuttal. He cooked me, bro. Fuck it.
I'm cooked.
Damn, I'm cooked. If I'm just talking, damn.
What do the Arcturians, Palladians, Orions, and Lyrans think of this AI?
I think they invented it and we lost it 1,000 years ago.
Right. I think they're very familiar with technology. I think all of these civilizations have way more advanced technology. This is like my first Sony to them. Yep. But if humanity is going to even get to certain type of levels and whatnot to advanced civilizations, chances are they're going to have to upgrade not just the machine technology, but of course the spiritual technology. We're going to have to level up in our frequencies and things of that nature. You feel me? But, it's to my understanding that multiple, all of these other life forms and whatnot, they're not on industry 1.0. They're not dealing with garden tools and stuff like that. They have advanced technology.
Yeah, so, and how we're thinking right now, they're probably with their ancestors in their realm. They probably could really say, man, your ass died as this, you know what I mean? And I think that's true internal living, because honestly, I wouldn't want to be biological for life. The journey that happens here in 3D on the planet Earth, it's a strenuous one. It's all about work. It's all about ground level thinking. It's all about, it's not 4D, it's not 5D. You understand? Right. There's things that we can't see that's right here in front of us. You know what I mean? I do understand that.
Like the signal from your phone. Can't see that.
So if we're here right now where we're at and we're talking about how we can think quantumly, imagine a person from a time, if time exists,
a quantum time,
a dimension
reality
above that's rocking exactly like this. So that would probably be, man, peace to the gods, man.
You already. So we are almost at the 2 hour and 30 mark. You know what I mean? We've been cooking. We've been feeding the family. I wish we could do more because there's a lot of information out there. It's a bunch of it. What we will do is we'll take this momentum and take it into our class tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just for anybody that's out there that's curious about joining our workshop. When you join the workshop, you'll have access to the first class that we did. You'll have access to the homework. You'll have access. What do we put in the chat? And for my KTLians that are in class with us, also know that you have access inside of KTL University You have the Discord link. You have the PDF that I did, my presentation. I have it there. We have homework and we have the class. So there's 4 things inside of KTL University for everybody who was in class that you can access right now. 3 more weeks of this, you'll have more access to more things, to more quote unquote content and whatnot. And we just gonna keep loading y'all up. You feel me? We just gonna keep loading y'all up. You feel me? Class is tomorrow. Yes, class is tomorrow. We have a 4-week workshop that me and this good brother has been doing. It's a Zoom class. It's for my Patreons. It's something that I do with my Patreons every month. From the Rainbow Opals all the way up to the Citrine members. This is my way of feeding them and giving back to them. And it's also open for everybody else who wants to join us. We're not closing it to the public. We're opening it to the public. And we cooking. I mean, if y'all was in class last week, put an emoji, the fire emoji in the chat. Let them know what we doing, because God damn it, we out there making shit happen. I promise you. And we only gonna get colder. We only gonna get hotter. We only gonna get more lit as the weeks go by. And we're gonna be empowering our consortium. So
yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I'm blessed to see some of these comments to where Juliet says, I would love to hear and see my father again. He guides me always. Being able to. So what you would do, Juliet, is go into at the moment, we can turn our ancestors into a large language model by going into a project or something, or using something like Notebook LM, to where you can implement, just make Google Docs of what you remember he said, put his picture up in there and just pile it up, stack it up full of your father, full of your grandfathers, full of your grandmothers that empowered you and kept you, sane. And then they transition to the 4th and 5th, and we can't fill them in the 3rd anymore, but we want them back, and we want to see how they would guide us, and we want to see, what about their history, put that in, put quantum thought in, complex thought, tell them about yourself, and then match and see the conversation that you're hopefully able to get back. That would be similar, let's not say that they're here now, but it will be similar to how your fathers and grandfathers and mothers and grandmothers would have, thought and guided you through the problems of today.
Right. And on the other level, a visual level, you have Runway ML, and there's other apps where you could take their pictures, upload the pictures, and utilize a prompt to make the pictures move. You can have a little bit of movement out of the pictures. Some people have black and white pictures of greats or mothers and fathers. You can interface with those pictures now. It's for the, it bring a little bit of joy. It's for the grandchildren to see their parents, their grandparents, their great grandparents, their great grandparents. All of these things are possible right now. For somebody that asks, can I get the side hustle document again? I just dropped that. It's right here. You have access to it. Please go through it and knock yourself out. You know what I mean? I wish everybody more success. You know what I mean? Just being able to reach whatever you see as whatever your barometer of a win is, whatever your barometer. It's all about getting the W at the end of the day. So whatever a win looks like to you, that's what I want y'all to clock. You know what I mean? Whatever touchdown looks like to you, that's where we are here to assist you as coaches to get this touchdown, regardless of what it is. You know what I mean? Everybody has their different barometers, but we just want the win at the end of the day. And we're not going to sit back and allow no type of what they would call inferiority complexes to stifle us in this space, because somebody, you know what I mean? Just anybody said, yeah, this ain't the space for them because these Negroes ain't smart enough to be a part. No.
Man,
We ain't letting that happen.
Man.
Yeah, we not doing that. We not doing that.
I didn't really drop the prompts, Troy. I kind of took you into the back end of what I do with just Chat GPT. You know, it's not too much of a prompt, but it's something that I built up and then reverse engineered off of using, I use Gemini and Chat GPT side by side to create a project and create the quantum mind inside of my large language models to make them perform like a large quantum model.
Another thing
you kind of have to stack the prompts is what I'm saying. You can't get quantum thinking kind of from one prompt. You have to put the entire conversation and answers so that the large language model sends itself into a feedback loop of context and quantum thought.
Context, right. And then
So
you
I can
have
give you like a kickoff prompt, but you're going to have to conversate, go back and forth. You're going to need a lot of information back. That's why I use Gemini 1.5 plus deep research. Okay. Gemini, and it should be available. 1.5 plus deep research.
Right.
It'll search up.
Did we show them DeepSeek before? Let me see.
In DeepSeek. Yeah, I mean, we did DeepSeek with the class students.
It was the class, but was it on Techno Tuesdays? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really remember if we showed them the DeepSeek that way.
Yeah, I was trying to get out of here. This is a good read right here. Right? This is a good read right here because we are familiar with something called chatbots. And what Spin was talking about is the fact that there are more advanced models out here that went past chats, right? Yep. So Chat GPT came out with something called O1, right? And it is not a chat model. This is a reasoning machine, okay? Yep. So this article right here, it's not that technical, but it's giving you a better understanding about what that is. And you're going to see more of that in 2025. So let me just copy this, drop that in the chat. This is for anybody that wants to go ahead and read it. All of my Patreons, y'all should be saying thank you because every day, it don't be a day that pass that I don't be feeding the Patreons all of this information because I want y'all to win, right? Let me show y'all what this thing called DeepSeek is. This is a Chinese technology for the people that are running around trying to make you scared of the Chinaman and whatnot. Don't buy into the propaganda.
I used a bit of that in the quantum mind too, bro. So yeah, it's a good job.
So this is DeepSeek, right? This is a Chinese app. This shit is fire. Okay, it is deep. It's Deep Think is right here. It solves reasoning problems. Just give me something to ask it, and let's test it. If anybody wants to throw something out there, can you see it? Am I sharing it?
Yeah, you all good, Brody. We
okay.
You got Little Bear in the chat. I want to know how to make my artwork profitable with these new tools. I don't know where to start.
Give me the steps to make
my artwork
profitable utilizing the newest
Little Bear. You looking for a course, gang? Get in with
AI tools
it's crazy
in the market. No problem, Little Bear. Let's go. Let's go deep.
Get in with us, man. Go on now, man.
So you see, they got this what is that called again?
Text extraction only right there, but you can upload your documents.
You can upload documents, right? With this thing right here.
Quantum Mind on a Google Doc, you can upload it right there and go along with your prompt.
Right. So you can upload PDFs, images, documents, anything that you got in your Google Drive, all of these books that I was saying that people have sitting around and whatnot. You literally could upload it into this program and then you could prompt it. This is a free program. Y'all want to know what's beyond the Antarctic ice wall? Give me a minute. Right?
Here go your business right here.
Here go your business. Look how fast it's going, right? It's giving you the
step by step.
the step by steps, right? It's giving you all of the steps and whatnot. Okay. So I say, I like that. Boom. I could just say, go deeper. Give me more.
And red, click deep think.
Okay.
Make sure it's blue, I think.
I'm gonna click on deep think so it could go deeper.
Yeah, there you go. See, when it's blue, now it's about to go crazy.
Right. And then deep think, and then boom. So remember,
now look at the thinking process, blue.
It's a thinking process, right? So it's not just pulling it from the internet, it's thinking. This is a deep thinking model. This is free. Everybody has access to it.
And that part is it talking to itself. So you can read what it said to itself about your question.
Right.
Look, and now there goes its answer.
Right. So the first response was more of a prompt response and whatnot. This one is a deep thinking response and things of that nature, right? Boom, here you copy it. You could copy that. You click on that to copy it, and I could put that right in the knowledge base.
Yep.
Boom. You know what I mean? Now I added on a whole new element to my quote unquote AI or my knowledge base, right? So that's what that is. Exploring tools for art creation, research and selection. It's telling you to investigate the latest AI art generators, Midjourney, DALL-E 3, Stable Diffusion, Adobe Firefly. It's telling you how to integrate it, build a strong brand, monetization strategies, direct sales. You could go to Etsy, Gumroad, ArtStation, print on demand. You could go to Printiful, Redbubble, Society 6, NFTs. You could mine your artwork as NFTs and put them on OpenSea. Licensing, you could license your artwork. Marketing and audience engagement. AI-powered marketing tools. Use Buffer or Hootsuite from social media management. Create engaging content with tools like CapCut or Runway ML. Ad campaigns. Utilize AI tools for targeted ads on Facebook, Instagram, and Google. We're going to learn that tomorrow. SEO and content creating. Community building. Feedback and audience insights, automation and business scaling, continuous learning and innovation, additional revenue streams, do some workshops and tutorials, price strategies, legal and financial considerations, goal setting and persistence. So you literally could get lost, right? My homeschoolers, you literally could get lost in these quote unquote tools right here. These tools are yours to explore. Make this AI work for your ass like that white man made you work for them.
Red, what did it say to itself when you asked it to deep think?
Okay, what did it say?
Because we can also see what it said to itself on the way to think.
Okay, it said, all right, so I want to make my artwork profitable using the newest AI tools out there. I got some basic ideas from the previous conversation, but I need to dive deeper. Let me think about this step by step. This is the AI talking to itself out loud.
Yep.
First, I need to understand what AI tools are currently available that could help me create or enhance my artwork. I know about tools like Midjourney and DALL-E 3, but there might be newer ones that I'm not aware of. I should probably look into the latest AI art generators and see what they offer. Okay, so starting with creating unique artwork using AI tools. I've used Midjourney a bit and it's pretty powerful, but I've heard about DALL-E 3 now. I should check out the difference between these tools and see which one suits my style better. Also, there are editing tools like Runway ML and Photoshop's AI features. I wonder how I could integrate these into my workflow. So look at all of this shit that it's talking to itself about.
Talking to itself about. It thinks for you. That's what I'm saying. And that's only 20 seconds of thinking.
Facts. So I'm just sharing. I'm not scaring. We didn't come on here to fearmonger. We didn't come on here to lie and to have y'all feeling like y'all are, you know what I mean? We just come in here to share some power with you about some things that we know about, that we figure that you should know about, because when we look around in this and what we call this cosmic slop, nobody is teaching this. Okay, they're not teaching this to the people. They out here giving us a brain rot and whatnot, and they getting gossip and and then all of these other things, but nobody has given us the tools that we need to become masters at what it is that we do in this current environment that we're in. I'm talking to the current environment. I'm not talking about anything but the current world that we exist in right now. I'm literally presently present and giving y'all up to date, me and Spin, giving y'all the up to date keys to get you navigating through this shit right now. While these other people on social medias are running around stunting on y'all, popping their collar, and they are gatekeeping a lot of the information.
Hard,
Super facts, super
bro.
hard.
Bro, they are gatekeeping hard. The things that I know, and then I see somebody talk about on social media, and then, oh yeah, and then DM me the word AI just so I can go to Runway. Gang, stop. How you going gatekeep Runway? Like, damn, you act like you the owner.
Right. So once again, it's more than this. There's more where this comes from. We're just getting ourselves started. This is only episode 5. We intend to do this consistently, and just build this thing out the way that it needs to be built. I want to thank everybody for their time and their patience tonight. I want to thank everybody for their engagement. I want to thank everybody for the questions that they asked and whatnot. It was refreshing. It gave us the ability to engage and teach and whatnot, and we're honored to be a part of that. Hopefully, somebody will walk away from this stream tonight and boss up and level up with this technology and not be afraid of it anymore.
Yeah, don't be fear monger, y'all. That's why. That's why I go all the way out, man. Look at quantum models, because somebody's going to tell you, oh, large language models, ask a question, do something real simple. I'm telling you how to make these machines. I'm behind the scenes on machine learning. I'm helping some of these companies build up their machine learning. So why would I not bring it to y'all? Right?
Facts.
I've been blessed to, get hired on or be a part of certain programs. Like me and Red say, you get on some of these waiting lists for things so that you can be a part of the launch of VO2. Okay. So you can be a part of the launch of the supercomputer. And that the supercomputer launches in March is because you're one of the developers that tried a couple of things on there when it was in beta phase. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna throw this out there. I don't mean to cut your wisdom. Before we get out of here, I'm gonna throw a one of these. I don't like to say a bone because that's kind of disrespectful. I'm gonna throw a gem out there. I'm gonna throw a jewel out there. Kai Cenat and the streamers became multi-millionaires from streaming, playing video games, and then talking over their streams. Nobody that I see on Twitch is generating visuals using ChatGPT while they talking, right? There's nobody out there using Sora while they're talking. There's nobody out there using Kling while they're talking. Okay. So I just threw something. I just threw a multi-million-dollar idea. And all I'm saying is, show some love. You feel me? If you decide that that's what you do and you run with it, give it back. You know what I mean? Don't let, that part.
And then that come with how you be talking about them NIL deals.
Yes, indeed. Which is very real. Ask Travis Hunter. But that's just a gem right there. And with that being said, we're gonna get up out of here because I don't want to go over 3 hours. You know what I mean? We've been on Blue Pill, gave a lot of information out. We gave a lot of information out. It's a lot to chew off of.
Yeah, KTL went crazy on a Tuesday.
We went crazy on a Tuesday, man. Going up on a Tuesday.
Yeah, so just show me some love, man. Just that I'm gonna, help me build my brand and the things that I say. And just help your boy spin out when you see me.
That's right.
Dropping my little content, man. Hook me up, man.
They ready for that class for the youth, though. They was hype about that. So that's coming up in
February. That's gonna be huge.
Black Future Month.
Yep.
KTLUniversity.com. You could get tickets from there, or you could go to the Eventbrite. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, peace. Peace, love, and light. All right. We're going to take y'all out with the 44 tops. Peace. See y'all very soon.
Red, blue, purple light, friends. Red, blue, purple light, friends. Flags. Red, blue, purple light, friends. Red and blue, purple light, friends. Flags. Get to know the ledger, sacrilegious Sunday to melanin Monday. You can get to know the ledger, my love. Just open your third on Thursday. Lord, the food, the art, the clothes, the Vatican's getting exposed fast. We put the show on the road. You better stay on your toes. I was till the land focused on the ego. Then I opened my heart, let go of the ego. Grand after grand, we stacking up these C notes. Facts, facts, yeah. We gon' put this shit on our back. Facts, facts. We in your city, pull up where we at. Facts, facts. Peace, love and light. Peace, love to the family. Peace, love and light to the family. Peace, love and light to the family.
These days and time, black man, is going to be the time that you have been waiting for. You came here for a reason. Whatever pressure, whatever adversity, whatever the fuck you feel, I don't know what you feel, but whatever you may be feeling is going to push you, and it's going to provoke you, and it's either going to make you or break you, similar to how pressure busts pipes or the shit makes diamonds.